everyone. Hope you all are fine. Welcome to the English Academy. In this video, we are going to start a new chapter from the novel A Little Princess by Frances Hodgson Burnett. And this chapter is titled as Melchizedek. Melchizedek, let me tell you, is a rat. And from now onwards, as we all know, that Sarah's life has taken a new turn. A new phase of her life has been started where she is no more a princess, rather she is a servant like Becky. She has so many responsibilities on her tiny shoulders. She has to run so many work at the same time. She has to see little young girls, help them with their lessons, also with lots of other responsibilities that are being assigned by Miss Minchin. And I'm sure that do you know, you all have an idea that why is this so, because Sarah's father, Mr. Captain Crew, has been died, and now Sarah is left penniless because there was no diamond mine business existed as told by Sarah's father's lawyer. So Miss Minchin, who was being very kind, very polite, humble, and helpful, compassionate towards Sarah, has completely changed herself and now become cruel and impolite to her. And that's why she has been sent to live in attic, which is quite an uncomfortable place because it is quite cool and there is no other facilities available as there was there in Sarah's old room, which was quite luxurious and accommodated with all the facilities. She was even having a French maid as well. Anyway, in this chapter, we will come across a rat, which I told you that Melchizedek is a rat. Where this rat lives and how it is going to add something in the story, we need to see or learn in the lecture ahead. So, students, in chapter 9 of A Little Princess, Sarah now impoverished and living in the attic. Impoverished means poor. Befriends a rat she names Melchizedek. In the attic there are rats as well, right? Because it's an old attic and nobody goes used to go there. It is quite unclean, you can say. So rats have got a place to live over there. So Melchizedek is one of the rat who lives with his family. Sarah named him Melchizedek, right? And also she befriends with him. She shares her solitary confinement by knocking on the wall with her friend Becky, imagining they are prisoners communicating, and reminds herself that everything is a story. As you know that on the other side of the wall there lives Becky. Becky's attic and Sarah's attic are separated with a wall. So sometimes when they are there together in their attics, so they are having a communication and conversation with one another. And as Sarah likes to imagine everything, so she imagines that they are prisoners in the same cell who are talking to each other, right? The other person who helps Sarah get through some rough times is Lottie, who adores her and can't figure why Sarah looks all shabby now. Lottie is actually a very young child in the seminary. Acha, she is not getting what's wrong happened with Sarah, because now previously Sarah was very well dressed and she was, healthy, a healthy child. Her skin was also glowing and she looks rich. She looks really well, right? But now Sarah does not look like the same as she was used to, right? Her clothes are worn out, they are faded, and also Sarah's health is not deteriorating, you can say, because she is not getting much food to eat, and also she has to do a lot of things beyond her power, you can say, and strength. So Lottie, because she is a little child, she is not getting what's wrong happened with Sarah. Lottie somehow gets up to Sarah's room and starts crying because it's so bad. Somehow Lottie get inside the attic and she started to cry because now or again there is no one to take care of her, because Sarah is all the time is busy with so many work, so that's why she could not get the time to take care of Lottie. Lottie has also never seen a princess movie, so she does not know how this story is going to end. Sarah bravely tells her that the room is not so bad and that she can see all sorts of things from the attic. When Lottie got inside the attic, she was very much surprised to see that Sarah is living in such a place that is not that much facilitated. There are no particular proper bed over there, or there is no thing to keep the attic warm, and everything is broken, destroyed, a sort of. So Sarah actually wanted to calm down Lottie in a way. By saying that attic is a very is a place where you can from where she can see everything. O- Obviously Sarah needs to calm down Lottie by saying something. So Sarah started to make a story out of it. They feed crumbs to the sparrows. They look out the window. The house next door is empty, and Sarah says she wishes someone lived over there so she would have someone to talk to. They feed crumbs to the sparrows, and Sarah talks dreamily about all the amazing things that she can see from up there. She even pretends that her room is full of nice furniture. In this way, she was trying to make Lottie understand that Sarah is not that much uncomfortable, the place is not that much bad, but she has everything that should be there in a room, in a comfortable room. Lottie is convinced, but Sarah isn't quite. Just then, a large rat emerges from the wall with its eyes on some of the crumbs that Lottie dropped. Sarah doesn't scream like little girls would. Instead, she watches the rat and encourages him to come out. Though he's pretty scared, the rat finally takes the crumbs and then darts back into the wall. A week later, Ermengarde comes to join Sarah in her room and overhears Sarah speaking to someone named Melchizedek. So it was all from chapter number 9, Melchizedek, in which we came to know that Sarah has already started living in the attic, and now she has came across a rat whom he named Melchizedek. Right? Then Lottie somehow eventually managed to go to the attic. She was very much surprised to see Sarah in that condition, but Sarah tried to pretend like a princess again. She pretends that the attic is a very fine place to live because from there she can see outside. She can feed sparrows. She can she can have fresh air, and she can see lots of things outside the window. Also, there was a rat in the attic whom Sarah fed, right? And then Armengard also came to know about Melchizedek, who is now Sarah's and other friend in the attic. I hope that the chapter is clear to everybody. Still, if you are having any query, you can ask me in comment section. Till the next video, take care. Bye bye.